Hey guys, how you doing? Now I know I've been flooding you with a lot of videos lately, mostly review videos on the time periods, and to be honest with you, I got three more of those to make in the next day or two, and I'll get those up and get those posted. But what I wanted to do with this video was talk a little bit more seriously with you guys about this exam on Friday and what you can do to be successful. So what this is some hints and some tips for what to do over these next 5 days going in. And I want you all to be successful, and I know you can be. So heed my advice, and I think we'll have a great test day on Friday. All right, so before we get started, all right, number one, biggest, most important tip. Please, please, please do not break up with your boyfriend or girlfriend this week. You have enough to worry about. You don't need to bring that drama in. Keep the relationship going for just another 10 days or so. That'll get you through the testing cycle, and then do whatever you want. Then you can handle the drama. Not now, though. Along those lines, I know you guys are anxious about these tests. I know you were stressed about these tests. And guess what? Your parents are too. They want you to succeed. So don't fight with your parents this week. Do your best to stay in a nice comfort zone of just studying. So no fighting with boyfriends or girlfriends, no fighting with parents, siblings. Sometimes that's a good stress reliever. So do what you do there best. All right, next. I know a lot of you guys want to express yourself, but please, no funky haircuts or piercings or anything going into the exam that might lead to a distraction for you or the other people around you. It's just friendly advice. You guys are great looking just the way you are. Why do you want to change? So just stay true to yourself. All right, now let's get serious. On the day of the test starts at 8 a.m. I want you in your seats at 7:45. Getting there right at 8 o'clock is getting there late. Getting there at 7:45 is being on time. If you need to, I'm going to have my room open at 7 o'clock in the morning. I'm going to be up there ready to pump you guys up. I'm going to be giving speeches. I'm going to show you a couple videos. I'm going to do whatever I can to get you geared up to go in and take that exam and just earn that 5 that we've been working so hard for. So come to my room, and then I'll take you all down to the test together. We'll just go down as a big, huge group. I mean, it's going to be crowded in the room, but that's okay. Let's do it. And bring your ID. Make sure you have your ID because you're going to need that to get into the testing room. Let's talk studying. You should be. And I know the truth. I know a lot of you guys just think you're going to cram it all in the night before, and cramming does have a place in preparation. It doesn't always work, though. Sometimes it's a little bit overrated. So what I'm going to recommend is if you're going to cram, do it by decades. Go, take the time periods. We started counting decades when we get to the 1760s. So get 4 or 5 big ideas from the 1760s to 1770s, and the 1770s to 1780s, 1780s to 70s, and so on, all the way through history. Do it by decade. I'm going to put a link to the presidential videos we've been watching in class after school every day. If you have to, if there's areas that you're weak, go watch those presidential videos. Yes, they're kind of light. They're not the in-depth, deep history that you might be used to, but they give you a good overview and a good picture of the time period. As you go through the decades, like I said, know 4 to 5 things in each decade, all the way from the 1760s all the way to the 1980s. That's what you need to study. Here's a big one, avoid sick people. Don't get sick. If you feel yourself getting sick, start pumping down the water. Take the vitamin C. Some of you guys who are crazy and like to run, go for a run and sweat it out. Go sit in a sauna if you're like me and lazy. Take vitamins. Do whatever you have to do, but don't get sick. Okay? That's gonna hurt you. Stay hydrated. Drink a lot of water. Don't drink so much though that when you go into the test, you need a bathroom break every 10 minutes. Bathroom breaks take away your time, and you're gonna need all the time you can get on this exam. You have the STAR test on Thursday this week. Use the STAR test as a review. Go in there. There's going to be 70 questions or something like that. It's going to take you about an hour to get through the questions on the STAR exam. Use the rest of the time to study. Use the STAR exam to study. Go break down every question. Write down key events. You can write all over that exam. It's okay. Flip it over and put the decades. List the decades from the 1760s to the 1980s, and list everything you know in those decades. If you look closely at the exam, you might find mistakes on the exam. But use that tool right there. Don't just put your head down and go to sleep, because the next day is your exam. So use the STAR to prepare you for the AP exam. Now, I'm going to be doing review sessions every day after school. I've steadily had about 10 to 15 people each day. I want to see the room fill up. I know you guys know this material, but I think there's stuff you should still know. I think some of you guys might be putting off studying until like Wednesday, or thinking Thursday night, I'm just going to come to the cram session at 6:30 and I'll be good. And for some people that might work. And for those people, that just ticks me off, because I could never do that. But if you can do that, more power to you. But the majority of you need to put the effort behind it. So I'm asking you, take advantage of the review sessions after school. They're in my room every day. I'll get you out of there by 5 o'clock. If you have questions you want to ask, I'll stay and talk to you. Every morning this week, with exception of Thursday on the STAR testing day, I will be in my room. This is the time I want you to come in and ask for any help you might have, or help you might need for the essays, whether it's the DBQ, the LEQ, or the SAQ. Come talk to me and I'll talk you through the structure and stuff like that. Listen, I'm here for you, and I want you to do well. Just heed some of this advice. Going to STAR test, your goal should be commended. Every single one of my students should get commended on that STAR exam. And then going in to the AP exam, every single one of you should pass. I have no doubt that you can do it. So going into this week, take some of my advice. If you didn't catch them all, they're posted on my website. I can't take credit for all the originality of them. I got this from a teacher, Michael Yacht, when I went to his AP Institute this last summer. And I said, I've got to share that with my students. So that's my advice going into this week. And you guys are going to do awesome. You really are. And these next 5 days, let's just work together and let's get through it. And for those of you who are taking other AP exams, I know you're going to rock those as well. So have a great day, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.